famous international meme. Huh? Go figure. We didn't know that Chico Buarque album cover became one of the most renowned meme around the world. Amazing. Those connections, those finally getting to the roots of everything, and boom, your mind is blown. You find some kind of interior peace once you get all those connections together. Unbelievable. Anyway, CÁLICE. Let's check this out. And also, today I'm doing a cover, a pro jam. Go check it out. Support this page through go checking it out. That's all. That's all. We're gonna also do it here.
Pai, afasta de mim esse cálice.
Pai, afasta de mim esse cálice.
Lyrics right
Pai,
here.
afasta de mim esse cálice de vinho tinto de sangue. Pai,
Afasta de mim.
Di vigno tinto di sangue. That I understand totally, completely. Di vino tinto di sangue. Eh?
Esse cálice, Pai.
afasta de mim esse cálice. Pai,
Pai.
Afasta de mim esse cálice de vinho tinto de sangue. Como beber dessa bebida amarga, tragar a dor, engolir a labuta. Mesmo calada a boca, resta o peito. Silêncio na cidade não se escuta. De que me vale ser filho da santa? Melhor seria ser filho da outra. Outra realidade menos morta. Tanta mentira, tanta força bruta.
Tanta forza bruta, the brute force. Nice. I understand actually some of the part of the lyrics. Pretty alright. And Pai, afasta de mim esse cálice. Here translate in, oh Father, take that cup away from me, of red blood wine, of tainted blood wine. Yeah, that's probably better translation, I suppose. And I wonder if this is like, of course, this sounds absolutely religious in the way of referring towards Pai as Father, as God, most likely. Take away the cup from me. I wonder if it's meant as, a cup that represents faith itself, that he wants to believe in or he doesn't want to believe in, or that, that this cup is tainted by blood. So there is kind of some metaphors there which lend themselves to interpretation. How hard it is to wake up silently. If in the dead of night I get hurt, I want to launch an inhuman cry, which is why to be listened to. Well, I guess it actually translates better as I wanna. If at night I get hurt, I demand to launch into this unhuman scream. Like I will allow myself basically to scream inhumanely, and in this way, it's maybe the only way where I will be heard. So I wonder is also if it's referring to the fact of God is silent. It's always this conflict in religious country, heavily religious country. I come from the south of Italy, so there is probably very much similarities in the way we approach Christianity and monotheistic religion in general. For me, I've always been a lover of the truth, and the truth has nothing to do with what I desire to be truth or what I believe in. So I always tried to see if there were any ways to reconduct all the stories that we give for granted to an origin that was actually proven, of fact, that we have papers, writings, historians, people which were actually talking, for instance, about Jesus. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff it's written afterwards, 200-300 years after. So, and we also know for a fact that some of the ideology encompassing the metaphor of the prophet, also of the virgin birth, and so on and so forth, they're also coming from other places. You know, there were other following a similar sort of pattern to what we have heard in the story of Jesus, you know. So that is also kind of fascinating, because also our history is not 2,000 years old. There's more, you know, like there are Sumerian, Babylonians, there are like Hindu scriptures, which they're like maybe even 4,000 years older than you know, when Jesus was supposed to be born. So there's so much out there that we still have to venture into, that sometimes it's kind of crazy that we embrace these newer like beliefs, you know, which have been really indoctrinated into us, almost for granted. We give it for granted, like not questioning it, especially when there is always silence from that kind of divine side. Huh? That makes you think.
Afasta de mim esse cálice,
Afasta de mim esse cálice, Pai. Afasta de mim esse cálice de vinho tinto de sangue.
como é difícil
Acordar
acordar
calado, cena calada, da noite um dedano,
Quero lançar um grito
grito desumano, que é uma maneira de ser escutado.
Esse silêncio todo me atordoa,
Atordoar, eu permaneço atento,
na arquibancada pra qualquer momento ver emergir o monstro da lagoa. Pai,
Afasta de mim esse cálice, afasta de mim esse cálice, afasta de mim esse cálice de vinho tinto de sangue.
What? What is happening right here, huh? That part actually was easy to sing because it was like kind of like a lullaby, you know, filastrocca. So it was kind of easy to get into the dynamic of the lyrics. We get some nice drum changing here, like a little bit more.
De muito gorda a porca já não anda, de muito usada a faca já não corta. Como é difícil, pai, abrir a porta, essa palavra presa na garganta, esse pileque homérico no mundo, de que adianta ter boa vontade, mesmo calado o peito resta cuca, dos bêbados do centro da cidade.
Man, I find it really kind of like that tension of, I guess, was a piano or like a keyboards or something, with the accent of the drum doing this all like really strange, like a little bit unsettling rhythm, you know, like almost alerting rhythm, you know, and he was keeping the same lullaby on top of it, which was not straight away. I personally, I would have to, you know, sort of like learn a little bit better to be able to listen to all this dynamic drum and piano underneath, and then keeping the same melody with the voice.
É que homérico no mundo, de que adianta ter boa vontade, mesmo calado o peito resta cuca, dos bêbados do centro da cidade.
If it's almost the other way around, that the voice is actually the anchoring point of the drum and the piano doing the improvisation. So it's kind of difficult. It seems like he's the one that actually has to keep the beat right, like in a drum, and the drum and the keys seems like they're almost improvising on top of him.
Afasta de mim esse cálice, afasta
We got
de
the
mim
harp.
esse cálice,
Afasta de mim esse cálice de vinho tinto de sangue.
talvez
Sangue.
o mundo não seja pequeno, nem seja a vida um fato consumado. Quero inventar o meu próprio pecado. Quero morrer do meu próprio veneno. Quero perder de vez tua cabeça.
Minha cabeça, perder teu juízo. Quero cheirar fumaça de óleo diesel. Me embriagar até que alguém me esqueça.
Embriagar. It's funny. Embriagar sounds like almost like Napolitan. In Napolitan, in Italian you say ubriacare. Ubriacare. It's funny because in Napolitan, depending which area of Campania you are in, but in my area, when you're drunk, you say embriagar. Sta embriagato. Embriagar sounds like a little bit Portuguese. That's kind of cool. Hey, what is this here? It seems like we went... I don't know, probably we went to a different video that has nothing to do with what we were listening to. Well, anyway, I guess it's just something else. Interesting song. Again, you know, the sort of eternal question also for us. Religion, no religion, divinity, not divinity, being heard, not being heard. I wonder if he was referring so hard to open this door as if the door towards faith, to believe. So I wonder if he's referring to that. All right, guys, thank you so much for this more like spiritual oriented song. And if there is stuff that I missed or that you want to explain, you're welcome to do so. I did a little bit of rant here and there, expressing also my own thoughts regarding my interaction with spirituality in general. I personally don't ascribe to any monotheistic religion, even though I have an open mind towards spirituality, because I'm interested in the truth. I'm interested in our past, where spirituality came from and how it evolved, and there's a lot in the past that we don't know. So I have this habit of asking myself questions, not just believing or just getting into a doctrine without questioning it, especially nowadays where we know that science works always better. Science always works. Anyway, guys, go check the cover of Pearl Jam today. Jeremy, let me know when you're coming from here. I'll see you later in another video. You take good care of yourself. Ciao.